Hello, my name is David Siegel.
Hello, my name is Jackie Siegel, his beautiful wife, also known as the Queen of Versailles.
Unfortunately, 4 years ago, we lost our beautiful daughter Victoria to a drug overdose, and since then we have been fighting the drug epidemic with every bit of strength we have. She was a beautiful, vivacious, loving daughter, very artistic, loved animals, rescued so many animals I lost count.
And by rescue him, he means bringing him back to our home. So she would volunteer in the kennels, and when she saw a dog that only had one more day to live, because there would be tags, like a date when they got there and a date when they would be euthanized, she would bring home the ones that were going to be euthanized the next day. So we ended up with 10 dogs. I think when she would say, "Oh, I love you, Daddy,"
I'd be sitting in my office and working, and at home, maybe watching TV. These arms would come up behind me around my neck. She'd say, "I love you, Daddy."
Well, what happened was a member of the family was getting married, and it was out in Park City. We live in Orlando, and Victoria had just gotten out of rehab, and in rehab she met a 26-year-old man that was a heroin addict. They were dating for a month, so an 18-year-old girl to fall in love. This was their 1-month anniversary, the same time as the wedding. She begged me to let her stay back for their 1-month anniversary. She would never forgive me if I didn't let her be there for her anniversary. And we both didn't want to fight with her, and we knew she was fragile, and so we let her stay back with the man. We hired a security guard. We had a nanny at the house. We had a tracker on our car. We called her, had scheduled calls, and we had everything in place. So we had grandma in town, so we had people watching over her.
Night before their so-called anniversary, she got a horrible text message from her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, and that put her over the edge. And whether she just tried to get some peace or whether she intentionally overdosed, we'll never know. But she took whatever she could find, and they found her the next morning. We set up the foundation, as I said, fight the drug epidemic by doing fundraisers and getting laws passed and whatever we find is needed. Recently we took a little different direction, realized that we've got to get into the schools, talk to these kids before they start. We've been funding 100% of all the expenses so far out of our own pocket. I'm still planning to continue to use my money to do that. In fact, even once we start getting donations, I'm gonna pay all the expenses of the foundation. Every dime that we collect will go towards fighting the drug epidemic. I want people to have some skin in the game. I want them to feel they're part of it. If someone doesn't donate money, they don't feel like they're part of it. To be very functional, recognized for the work it's doing. Again, I'm not looking for glory, but I'm looking for results. If you would like to find out more information about the Victoria Siegel Foundation, go to
VictoriaSiegelFoundation.org.